kids podcast.
You can go slow.
A kids podcast about.
Hi, this is Matthew, and I'm head of podcasts at a kids company about. We are so glad you're listening to this show, and I wanted to let you know that we've got an entire network of podcasts dedicated to producing original content that talks up to kids, centers the things going on in their world, and engages and challenges how they see the world and themselves. With shows about facts, climate justice, current events, and activism, there's a show out there made just for your kid. Check out the A Kids Podcast About channel on Apple Podcasts or wherever podcasts are found, or visit akidsco.com.
This is It's Okay to Ask, a kids' advice podcast. I'm your host, Nina Purewal. You know, every single week, or maybe even every day, we get confronted with some really big questions about what to do in certain situations, how to react, what to say to people when they hurt you, or even what feels right or wrong. Asking for advice from people in your class, those you do activities with, or even your friends is a really great way to help inform your own decision-making choices. And it's okay to ask. That's why we're making this show. We really want to provide you with a safe space for asking all the questions that you have, whether they're big or small. And sometimes you need to ask more than one person. You might need to ask a couple people for advice before you know what to do. And that's why we've created an entirely new and different kind of podcast. A dynamically created podcast. This means that no two listens are the same. Listen to the episode, then delete it and download it again for a totally new outcome. Just like asking a few different people for advice. How awesome is that? Well, today's question comes from Nadia. Nadia asks, how do you handle rejection? Wow, Nadia, that is a fantastic question, and I'm sure the grown-ups listening want to know what kids have to say about this too. What do you think? How do you handle rejection when it happens to you? Let's hear some advice.
My name's Bianca. I am 7 years old. I live in Ontario, Canada. You can handle rejection by being happy of how you did, and you could be sad too, but you could also focus on something that was exciting, like you have a play date with your friend, and you're looking forward to that, so you can look forward to that.
Welcome back. You know, the advice we give often comes from a place of experience. When we talk about rejection, it's because we've gone through it too. And it helps us understand what to do next when situations around rejections come up again. Let's listen to a similar experience from one of your peers. A peer is someone who is close in age to you or has had a similar experience. Here we go.
Hi, my name's Bianca, and I've experienced rejection when I thought I was going to get my karate belt, but I didn't get my karate belt, but I was happy of how I did.
You know, we have all experienced rejection. Whether you're a kid or even grown-ups, we feel it all the time. If you've got a grown-up near you, go ahead and ask them. I'm sure they've experienced rejection many, many times. But you know, that might not make it easier for you, and that's okay. But what it can do, understanding from other people who have gone through it, is serve as reassurance that you're not going through it alone. You certainly aren't the first person who's experienced rejection. And even though sometimes it's hard, you're going to be okay when you come out the other side. We're going to take a quick break, and when we return, we're looking for your advice. Seriously, stick around.
Hi, I'm Olivia Greenspan.
And I'm Zanaji Artist.
And we're the hosts of 1.5, a kids podcast about climate justice.
In our show, we'll talk about what climate change is and what climate justice can look like. We'll talk about why our planet is sick, what people are doing about it, and how you can help them.
Climate change can be a scary topic because it's a problem that affects lots of people and all the places we call home. But we're going to have lots of fun with some incredible friends who know a lot about this problem and even more about what to do about it. This is Olivia.
And this is Zanaji. And we can't wait to learn about our planet with you.
Welcome back to It's Okay to Ask, a kids' advice podcast. Before the break, we heard advice based on a question sent in by Nadia around how to handle rejection. Now, it's your turn. We want to come to you and ask, how do you handle rejection? Each of your peers brought in a question, and you'll hear from one of them in just a moment. But after you do, it's your opportunity to share some advice. Here we go.
Hi, my name is Jonah, and what do you do if your friends are fighting over what food to eat?
Well, what do you think? What's your advice? You can absolutely pause the show right now and share with whomever else you're listening with. And you can also share with us, and we mean that. You can write to us or send us a voice message, and we'll make sure your advice gets into the right hands. Email listen@akidspodcastabout.com. And one last thing before we go. Remember in the beginning I shared that this is a special kind of podcast, one that is dynamically created so that no two listens are the same? If you're ready to hear another advice to Nadia's fantastic question around how to handle rejection, or if you're just curious about what others have to say, delete this episode from your podcast app and download it again for a whole new outcome. If you're listening on a website, just hit refresh. And remember, it's okay to ask for advice on whatever is going on in your world. You are not doing this alone, my friend. Until next time, I'm Nina. Thanks for listening. Thank you, Nadia, for your question around rejection, and to all of our peers for their incredible advice. If there's a question you'd like to ask, or if you have advice to share, you can reach us at listen@akidspodcastabout.com. It's Okay to Ask is written by me, Nina Purewal. You can learn more about me and my work at ninapurewal.com. Our show is edited and produced by the wonderful Matthew Winner, with help from Chad Michael Snavely and the team at Sound On Studios. Our executive producer is Jelani Memory, and this show was brought to you by A Kids Podcast About. Follow the show on Apple Podcasts or wherever podcasts are found, and check out other awesome podcasts made for kids just like you by visiting akidsco.com.
Hi, this is Matthew, and I'm head of podcasts at a kids company About. We hope you enjoyed this show, and we'd love for you to check out our growing library of shows at A Kids Podcast About. Whether you're looking for storytelling with crafts and activities, fact-finding with experts and enthusiasts, or looking to explore and understand your world better, we have got a podcast for you. Check out the A Kids Podcast About channel on Apple Podcasts or wherever podcasts are found, or visit akidsco.com.